If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Pop Smoke gets arrested, and Eminem disses Lord Jamar again. Plus, Quavo spazzes out at Fashion Week. Let's talk hip-hop. So here's the situation, right? Apparently maybe like 2 months ago on November 5th, Pop Smoke was in the studio. He was recording, right? He was in California though. And when he was in the studio in California, he had met some dude in there, you know, just mad people all around. And the dude had a dope ass car, right? So Pop Smoke was gonna shoot a music video. I don't know if it was gonna be like in Arizona or in Vegas, but it was supposed to be like in the middle of the desert kind of thing, right? So the dude says, fine, yeah, you could use my car for your music video. So Pop Smoke does. Now, here's where it gets crazy because Pop Smoke was supposed to return the car the very next day, but he didn't, right? So, of course, you know, Pop Smoke is busy. He has a lot of stuff going on. Maybe he came back to New York. Maybe he had a show somewhere else on the West Coast. Maybe he was traveling around, like we don't know, right? But the whole situation is that it's been 2 months now that Pop Smoke has had that car basically in his possession, right? So, first of all, Pop Smoke actually left the car in Arizona or Vegas or wherever by itself on its own and came back here to New York. Then he paid for a transportation service to pick up that car and bring it to New York to him, right? So you know how like those big 18-wheelers, semi-trucks have like 10 cars on them and you behind them on the highway like, yo, I hope one of these cars don't fall off, right? And hit my ass, right? But so that's what Pop Smoke did. He paid one of those companies to bring the car to him, right? When he did that though, the owner of the car actually called the police and basically reported the car stolen, right? And I don't think that Pop Smoke is like, yeah, I'm gonna steal this dude's car and just ride around in it or whatever like that. But he's young, he's newly a celebrity, he's got, you know, everybody coming at him every kind of way. He's 20-something years old, so if anything, he probably just needs like an assistant to help like handle like little paperwork and stuff like that, right? But anyway, so he did get arrested this morning in New York, and then he actually saw a judge too, right? So of course Pop Smoke is out of jail now. He's not going to stay in jail forever for that. Hopefully they could figure it out. It sounds like a miscommunication and probably drop all the charges, but for now that's all we know. And yeah, Pop Smoke did get arrested, but let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Eminem dropped a surprise album last night at midnight, right? Called Music to Be Murdered By, right? And it's a whole album. It's not no EP. It's not like 5 songs or 10 songs, like 20-something songs on here, like a full-length album, right? And this is crazy, right? Now, of course, he didn't like have any direct shots at Nick Cannon. Well, he kind of said Nick Cannon's name a little bit. He did throw a small shot at Nick Cannon, but he really didn't respond to any of the disses that Nick Cannon dropped. And Nick Cannon at this point has dropped 4 diss tracks on him. So Eminem lost, right? Another person that Eminem is always going back and forth with is Lord Jamar, right? And Lord Jamar be trying to take the high road and ignore Eminem, but Eminem still has Lord Jamar's name in his mouth, right? So again, on the song I Will, Eminem mentions Lord Jamar. So on the song I Will, he has Slaughterhouse on there, right? But not Joe Budden. So everybody minus Joe Budden. He has Crooked I, aka King Crooked, Joel Ortiz, and of course his boy Royce the 5'9", who's on like 3 songs on the album, right? But anyway, so on I Will, Eminem, he's like taking a lot of shots at like his sons or his kids, and he's basically letting it be known that y'all got y'all style from him, right? But he also mentions Lord Jamar, right? So he says, but I'm gonna keep it a buck like a dollar store. I'm more than you bargained for, and I'm far more worse than a 40-something bar verse, than a 40-something bar Lord Jamar verse. Nothing means more than respect. So when I curse, you could say I swore to protect my image. I have 0 time or regard for. I never was been claiming hip-hop when it's not yours. If it's anyone's house, Cool G Rap and Rakim would have you mopping the floors. Run DMC would have you cleaning sinks. Yeah, your group is off the chain, but you the weakest link. right? So basically he's directly responding back to Lord Jamar, the same, comments that Lord Jamar said years ago on Vlad TV when Lord Jamar said that Eminem is a guest in the house of hip hop, right? Eminem already responded once to Lord Jamar on the Kamikaze album when he was like, I belong here, clown, I am the culture. I inspired the Hobsons, the Logics, the Coles, the Royce 5'9", talk about, putting my feet up and have you fetch the remote and all of that, right? So he been responding to that. Lord Jamar didn't respond to him on a diss record, but responded to him on his You Know What I Mean podcast a few times, right? Eminem said, yo, I had a dream about Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar too responded to Eminem with that too, right? And now again, just yesterday, Eminem disses Lord Jamar again, saying that you would be mopping the floors if I'm a guest in hip hop, and if this is your house, Run DMC, Cool G Rapper, have you mopping the floors. They'll have you doing dishes. Yeah, your group was off the chain, talking about Brand Nubian, but you the weakest link. Chain, link chain, get it? So it's all of that, right? At this point, I feel like Lord Jamar got to respond to Eminem and just like diss him and shut him up, because Eminem won't shut up, right? Eminem is going to keep on saying Lord Jamar's name until Lord Jamar responds, right? But hey, man, we'll see what happens. And I think Lord Jamar is going to respond, by the way. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, yo, so apparently Quavo did not learn from A$AP Rocky, right? I get it. Sometimes you get upset, right? Sometimes you want to throw punches. Sometimes you want to be like, nah, get off me. Get off me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to get in your emotions a little bit, right? And that's all cool, right? But if you want to do that, I mean, look, if I'm getting in my emotions, I'm going to do it in the United States of America, right? Because ain't nobody trying to be locked up abroad. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, so Quavo is at, some nightclub during Fashion Week, which is going on in Paris right now, right? Offset was revealing his brand new line with Laundered Works Corporation. Cardi B was there looking super good. She had on a face mask, so really didn't know it was her. And I actually thought it was Saweetie. I didn't think it was Cardi B until I saw that, it was her up under the mask, right? And all of that, right? And all that's cool. But Offset is there. He's in the club. He's chilling. He's in VIP. And Quavo was going to go there to hang out with Offset, right? Another member of the Migos, right? By the time Quavo got there, Offset and Cardi B had left, right? So I don't know if Quavo was taking mad long. I don't know why Quavo and Offset weren't communicating with each other. I don't know why Offset didn't wait for Quavo. I don't know why Offset didn't text him like, yo, are you coming? I don't know why Quavo didn't say, yo, I'm running a little bit late, but I'll be there. So all of that is kind of weird, because if they're both in Paris and they're both there for Fashion Week, how could one miss the other when these dudes are cousins, right? Anyway. Whatever, right? So anyway, the whole point is that, so then Quavo tries to get into the club. And bottom line is that they didn't recognize who he was, because, again, he's not in America. They're just looking at him like he's some dude that looks like he's from Atlanta. They don't know this is Quavo Honcho, right? So he gets upset and they block him from actually even going into the club, right? Then some girl who notices Quavo, who's actually one of Beyonce's dancers, says, nah, y'all gotta chill. Let Quay in, dog. That's Quay, right? And so they like, oh, I'm sorry, Quavo. Go ahead, go in. Quavo goes in. That's when he realizes that Cardi B and Offset is not there. He's so upset, he starts swinging at some of the employees that work at the club, and ends up hitting the girl who tried to help him out. He hit the girl by mistake, but it was just that he was spazzing out a little bit, right? And then he left, right? Nobody called the cops. Nobody even called security, because at that point they're like, okay, it's Quavo. He's spazzing out a little bit. But yeah, that's what happened with Quavo last night, right? Let me know what you think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.